Breaking news now, the New South Wales Independent Liquor and Gaming Authority has reached an agreement with Crown Resorts on a pathway towards its gaming licence. Business editor Ross Greenwood joins me now. Ross, what's come out of this press conference at the ILGA and what does this mean for Crown now?
Well, basically, it would appear as though Crown is now on a path to receive its gaming licence in New South Wales, and so therefore the brand new Crown Towers that have been opened in Sydney but have remained closed to any form of gaming could well see those gaming floors open in the near future. Now, just to explain that there has been a media conference held this morning, plus also there's been a media statement put out. Effectively, what this says is that already Crown has made significant advances towards trying to become suitable, because it was the Independent Liquor and Gaming Authority that had decided that Crown was not suitable in its previous guise to be able to hold a gaming licence. So just a short time ago, the chairman of that authority, Philip Crawford, spoke. Here's just a little of what he said to the press conference.
And I must say that I've been pleasantly surprised. And I'm sure we're all in the authority, delighted is the wrong word, but I must say there's been a massive change of heart. And Helen Kernan has done an amazing job in a very short period of time.
Yes, so Laura, they're massive advances is what he's saying, and that is where the hope comes from. Now, I should tell you that Crown shares on the ASX this morning are up, but not significantly. That's largely, I suspect, because the market was anticipating that Crown would ultimately be able to fulfil the conditions to receive this licence and ultimately open up its gambling floors. OK, what are the next steps from here, Ross? Well, the next step is to figure out what on earth is going to happen with the takeover bids that are there, because there are already two takeover bids sitting on the table, one of which, and the most significant probably, is a proposal from earlier this week of a $12 billion merger between Crown and its rival here in Australia, Star. Now, that would ultimately see two casinos in New South Wales, in Sydney, almost within 2 kilometres of each other. Now, one of those casinos, the Star Casino, has an ability and a licence to have gaming machines, in other words, poker machines, whereas the Crown Casino is only there and available for effectively high roller, high net worth gamblers. Now, the one important part about this is that both of these casinos, separately Star as well, have agreed to go cashless with all of their gaming. Now, the reason for that is because if you walk in with a card, you do all your gaming with a card, you can be monitored almost immediately in regards to any money laundering. And of course, that was one of the major accusations against Crown in the Bergen inquiry that took place. But other bits and pieces have happened. Crown says today that all of the executives who, say, for example, had any form of allegation against them in the Bergen inquiry have gone, that new staff properly qualified have also gone, and all indoor smoking areas are also going to disappear as a part of the changes there. So remember, still there is a Royal Commission to start very shortly in Victoria, another one in Western Australia to be had. So Crown's certain problems are not behind them, but at least this seems to be a significant step along the way.
Yeah, indeed, Ross. And could we see a situation where Crown stays in Crown hands and we don't see a takeover at all? Or does this just drive up the price of a takeover?
It possibly drives up the price of the takeover. But do bear in mind also one thing that Star has been very certain about, and that is because it sees a lot of middle management and senior management jobs going, there'd be around 500 jobs would go if that merger took place. The savings around $200 million a year. So one reason why Star believes it's in a unique position to create this takeover, if it's agreed to by the ACCC, the Competition Authority, is because they can get cost savings and advantages out of that deal that other new buyers, private equity players, simply can't get. But as I say, in this current environment where all assets are going up and stock markets are at record levels, who knows what people are prepared to pay to get their hands on a strategic asset such as Crown. Ultimately, of course, James Packer, who was instrumental in the building of that casino operation right around Australia, has said that he will be a passive shareholder and have no influence over future management decisions.
Indeed. Ross, it's been great to talk to you this week. It's been a lot of Ross Greenwood time. I love it. Thanks so much.
Plenty happening, eh?